Hey everyone, I'm going to go ahead and do the energy check-in for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Let's go ahead and see what's going on this week. So the last check-in that I did for the karmic situation, it was very intense. I actually had to stop the reading because the energies were just they started coming out really dark for me. And and me personally, I don't mind going down the dark road. That's I'm not one of those that's all about the love and light. I'm not that kind of reader. I'm a gray reader. I touch on the dark, I touch on the light. I don't just stick to one, okay? If you feel like my readings are too dark for you, I'm perfectly fine with you not coming back to my channel. You can block me, so that way my videos don't come up in your recommendations anymore. That's totally fine for me, okay? I'm a gray reader, and I do touch on the dark as well as the light. I say that all the time, okay? But now there are times when, well, I shouldn't say there are times because it hadn't really happened before, but that particular reading did get a little bit I started feeling, I really felt like Spirit was telling me, listen, don't push anymore, you need to stop. And, we pretty much get the idea that something is up. Something very dark is up in terms of that group. That group was not for everyone. That group was for a very small section of karmics, okay, in three-party situations. So that was not for everyone, okay? I had a lot of comments, a lot of them that really annoyed me and pissed me off. I mean, I blocked a lot of people. I erased a lot of comments. And then some people and look what's coming out. So clearly there's still an issue here, okay? There's clearly still an issue because it's coming out even in this reading, okay? There are some dark energies right now going on with some divine masculines. It's clear. I had to stop that karmic reading because I felt it, and look, it's coming out even again. First three cards out, we have numbing, we have bound. In the middle of this numbing and this bound, we have ascending, which to me is telling me that this particular divine masculine is going through some really, really hard times right now, going through some very dark energies, and is really looking his higher self, not his 3D self, because his 3D self right now is compelled by darkness. His 5D self is now crying out for help and really looking for some light, okay? Looking for some, his higher self is crying out for help, okay? This is the second time already this week that I'm getting these dark energies, okay? Again, this doesn't usually happen. However, in personal readings that I've done recently, I have been drawing it in. I have been seeing it. It has been coming up. So I feel like that's why now they're coming out in my energy check-ins, because there is a group out there that is really suffering. And that is not for all of you. It's not for the normal three-party situation. That is not the norm, okay? This is for a very, very small group of you, okay? You know who you are because you will feel it. So don't come on my channel and leave me a comment, well, this doesn't make sense. I just think it's because the divine masculine doesn't know how to treat the karmics, and now she's, just fighting back. Do not leave me comments like that, because that is ridiculous and that pisses me off, quite frankly. Okay, it does. All right. This is something totally different. This is karmics who are actually doing such dark magic, or compelling dark, how can I say, because listen, because I know about this stuff. I can tell you. I'm going to make this very clear to you, okay? There are some karmics right now. What they are doing is they are calling upon darker entities, okay? They're calling upon darker entities, all right, to keep the masculine bound. Bound. You see this devil in this card? Bound. They're calling upon dark entities to help them, okay? To keep the masculine bound to them, okay? But see, the way that this works is there's always a price, okay? There is always a price to be paid, okay? And when karmics get that desperate, they don't care about the price, okay? So what they do is they end up calling upon these darker energies to compel this particular masculine. And what they'll do is they will latch on this entity to that divine masculine in order to keep him bound, okay? Now, and check this out. In this picture, there is a devil. There is a woman with her hands spread out, bound. So you cannot tell me that this is not happening. It's happening, okay? It is happening. A lot of times, these karmics don't even know that they're stupid enough to call upon these entities, okay? Because they get so desperate. They get so desperate and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Now, some of them do, some of them do, but I'm really getting that there are a lot of karmics who just got so damn desperate that they didn't care about the cost. They didn't care about calling upon dark entities that are going to latch onto these divine masculines. This is why these divine masculines now can't even, they can't even come up for air, okay? Because of the fact is that they are so bound in the 3D, that their higher self now is calling for help. Okay, that's why this is coming out. That's why these readings, my last two readings, are coming out this way. Because the bottom line is that we all have a higher self. And the higher self of this divine masculine is crying out for help. Because his 3D self is bound. Because these karmics, especially these, younger karmics who really don't know much about magic, who don't know much about, the conjure world, who don't know about the divination world. They play with fire, not knowing what they're actually doing. And they're causing a big world of hurt on the masculines. Now, it's going to cause a big world of hurt to themselves later on down the road as well. What they don't know is that, you all have a price to pay in the end, okay? They don't realize that. They just all they care about at the time is, how do I control this man? How do I keep this man bound to me, okay? That's all they care about. Magic right now seems to be a fad as well. It seems to be, the new pop culture thing. But the thing is that these little girls who don't really know what the hell they're doing are actually playing with demons, playing with entities, playing with shit they should not be playing with, okay? And so now you have a divine masculine who's numbed, who's bound, who is now, his higher self is trying to ascend from, the 3D. And look, my flashes, look, my screen keeps flicking. It keeps flicking. Confirmation. There is some heavy shit going on right now, okay? With these little girls who don't know what the hell they're doing. And wow, look at that. Karmic partner. Need I say more? Need I say more? I know what the hell I'm talking about. I knew what the hell I was talking about in the last karmic reading, except that I was trying to be subtle. But, a lot of people wanted to come on and be judgmental and leave me comments like they, knew something. They didn't know shit, okay? They didn't know shit. Thing is I was trying to be subtle about it and not just come out and really, really talk about it. But, I'm going to have to, I'm just going to have to say what I mean, you know. I know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? Because I'm no stranger to the conjure world. I know how the shit works. Thing is not everybody does. And people play with fire don't realize that they're hurting people and they're going to hurt themselves in the long run. Give me one last card, Spirit. One last card. So, look, we have Metamorphosis. Coming out next to this karmic partner. Absolutely. This karmic partner has metamorphosed a demon out of the divine masculine. So now this divine masculine is numbed. And his higher self is trying to reach for a higher ascension. Trying to reach out for help. Trying to reach out for the sun, for the light. Trying to make a cry for help. All right? Because these fucking karmic partners, excuse my language, don't know what the hell they're doing. Messing with devils, messing with entities, messing with, you know, deities that will come back for payment. They will. So they are metamorphosing some of these divine masculines, all right? Metamorphosing them to be bound to them at the cost of a higher sacrifice later. And again, this isn't for most of you, okay? This isn't for the normal three-party situation. This is for a very small group. But here's the deal. And here we go again. Unavailable. We got that even in that. We got that then as well. Making the divine masculine unavailable to the divine feminine. Now, I really don't care. I really do not care. And you got to be fucking kidding me. Look. Vengeful. I knew what the hell I was talking about the other day. Again, I was trying to be subtle, all right? I was trying to be subtle about it, trying not to, you know, really scare anybody. But again, people want to come onto my channel and then they want to tell me, well, this doesn't make any sense. And, you know, no, I know what the hell I'm talking about. I knew what I was talking about then. All right. So now I'm going to have to, you know, just give it to you straight. All right. Give it to you straight so that you understand what's going on. All right. You have karmic partners. All right. That are playing with entities and demons and trying to latch them on to some of these divine masculines so that the divine masculine is not available to divine feminine anymore. Why? Because her ass is vengeful and she's a little girl and doesn't really realize that playing with demons and playing with these deities is not exactly really the best thing you should be doing, but because your ass doesn't really know, you know, the cost later, you know, you thought it was a good idea at the time, okay? Now you have a divine masculine whose higher self is trying to call for help, all right? So, no coincidence that all these cards came up. No coincidence, all right? Look at that. Look at that. And that came out too. So number one, you are an angel. This ascension, some divine masculines right now who are compelled by a dark entity right now, and their 3D self has no control. Their inner self is trying to reach out to you in some kind of way, but doesn't know how, all right? You are their angel, all right? You are their angel. They, in their inner self, They are scared. They are scared, but they don't know how to come out of this. They don't know how to come out of this. Quite frankly, there's really no way that they can come out of it unless you get an exorcism to come in and cast out this demon that are being cast out on them. And that's the truth. Because that kind of dark magic cannot easily be broken. And that's what people don't understand. You know, so... And, you know, and I will tell you that, you know, this isn't something that's happening in my situation. I mean, you know, I don't read for myself. This is for the collective. All right. So I'm just telling you that spirit is reaching a certain group of you for a reason, because spirit wants you to know that it's not that divine masculine's fault. Okay? It's not his fault. And there's really nothing that you can do. And that's the sad part about this, is that there's nothing anybody can do unless you can convince this divine masculine, which is going to be hard to do, to actually go see someone who is an expert at casting out these dark entities. And that's the sad part about it. And I feel for that masculine, okay? I feel for that, because once you latch on a dark entity to somebody, you cannot, there's no magic that can take that away. There's no magic that can take it away. I mean, you really need a priest or somebody who knows how to, you know, cast those entities out of you. You know, so... And again, this isn't for all of you, but there is a group of you out there that is dealing with this, and spirit just wanted you to know. All right. So we do have I Still Love You. You are an angel, and I still love you. And you feel like home to me. All right. Those are the 3 cards that came out. So this divine masculine does still love you. You are their angel. All right. You are what is trying to actually help this divine masculine reach that cry for help. Unfortunately, he is bound. Unfortunately, this karmic partner metamorphosed him into something that he cannot even control, because her ass was vengeful, made him unavailable to divine femme. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the reading there, because again, these are heavy energies. And when they're heavy like this, I have got to, in fact, I even kept my sage with me this time, you know, because I didn't know if spirit was going to want to bring it up again or not. And sure enough, numbing, ascension, bound, karmic partner, metamorphosis, vengeful, unavailable, you are my angel. And I love you. You cannot tell me that something was not done to this particular divine masculine, because something was done to him. And I know it. I know it. Because I've seen it in personal readings as well. Okay? I've actually had to help some people in this area, or at least try to help them the best that I could. So I knew what the hell I was talking about from the beginning. It's just that, you know, I didn't want to come on public and act like, you know, just bring in all this, you know, dark energy and scare people away. But then I had the smart asses coming onto my channel, leaving me, you know, stupid comments, and, you know, they pissed me off. So, you know, here we are again getting the same messages. That's spirit's way of saying, I knew what I was talking about to begin with. And people wanted to question me, and people wanted to tell me that I didn't make any sense. No, I made sense. I made sense then. I knew what was going on then, and I know what's going on now. It's coming up again very loud and clear. So, you know. Please do not leave me comments like that because I will block you, all right? Do not challenge me on my readings. I will block you, okay? Not all my readings are like this. They're not. But the thing is that there's not a whole lot of readers who will actually touch on this either. There are a lot of readers who will not go into the dark areas. I'm one of the very few who does. And therefore, I am the beacon that Spirit is using right now to get this message across because I'm the only one who will actually speak on it. All right? You know, there's a lot of readers who won't even use this deck at all. All right? The maker has actually said herself that she's gotten so many comments about readers who got this deck and then complained that, you know, oh, that deck is too dark. Or that deck is too dark for me. I use this every single check-in. Every single check-in I use this deck, okay? I am one of the few readers who will touch on dark areas. That is why I'm getting these messages. That is why Spirit is giving them to me because I'm the only one who will come on here and actually talk about it. So do not challenge me on my channel. All right, I will block you. I will block your message. I will remove your message and then I will block you. All right? So for those of you, because there were a lot of you who actually did resonate with that, you know, thank you. Thank you for the validation. Thank you for reading in between the lines. There is these energies going on right now. I don't know why. I really don't know why, because I don't feel like, you know, there's a portal opening. I don't feel like there's an open portal right now that I know of. You know, that's not my area of expertise, you know, the astrological thing. That's not my area of expertise. So I don't know. I don't know why this is happening all of a sudden, because again, first I noticed it in personal reads. Then in that last karmic reading it came up. Now it's coming up again in the energy check-in for divine masculine and divine feminine. And what I'm seeing is that this karmic partner has really caused the divine masculine to be unavailable to divine feminine right now because of all this stuff. That's all I can tell you. And again, if you feel like your divine masculine is going through these kind of dark energies, it's hard, because the only way to get rid of that is to actually have somebody cast it out of him. And that is hard. That is so hard to do. So, you know, first of all, I just want to say I'm very sorry for those of you who are going through this. And you can't really blame your divine masculine for that, because he has absolutely no control over it. None. And again, this is not for all of you. This is not for the basic three-party situation. This is for a small group of you, but this is what is going on. And nobody else will talk about it. I'm talking about it for you guys who are going through this. This message is for you. I don't have to put this message out. I could erase them. But then I wouldn't be doing you justice for that small group of you out there. I wouldn't be doing justice for you. Because again, I am one of the only readers who will touch on dark and light. And let me not be arrogant when I say that. But I do know there's a lot of readers who will not touch on the dark. I am one of the few. And that is why this message is coming out through me. So, anyways, guys, that's all I can say for right now. All right? That's all that I can say for right now. I just hope that this energy starts to change. Because these are some hard energies. These are some really, really hard energies. And being that I'm the messenger on this, you know, it's a burden on me, because then I'm worried, you know, for you folks out there who are having to deal with this, you know, because I really feel for you on this, you know. you know. You know, if I can research some answers for you guys, I will. Because clearly these messages are coming through me for a reason. So it is now my obligation to figure out why. And as soon as I can get some answers, I will let you all know. Other than that, that's going to be it for this reading. I'll talk to you again on the next one. Bye.